Hey guys, what's up? How y'all doing? I'm here to talk to you guys about the new episode of My Hero Academia on Season 7 on Episode 15 or Episode 153. This episode right here was actually pretty cool, very good, and I'm looking forward to the next one. And the way how I look at it, this may seem like this may end in a very big cliffhanger, maybe towards the very end of the freaking of the season. Depending on the situation, the way how it's going about, we may get another season, but it might be highly unlikely. We'll have to see, So if anything else, let's just get this started right away, okay? We have to it, that the Heteromorphs are following Spinner, and then we have to it that some of the Heteromorphs ends up looking at a doctor and many other assistants or something, whoever they are, at the hospital protecting the patients. Like, they all form a wall holding their hands together. And I'm thinking in my mind, oh my gosh, this caused one of the Heteromorphs to think about his actions and drop his weapon, Eventually, we have to it that that Heteromorph, looking like Pig, sorry if that was a little insulting, ends up stopping another Heteromorph from possibly killing Shoji Meizo, or Tentacle. He ends up saying he saw what was going on and that he feels like this is just wrong. So he's starting to think rationally or starting to use his head, whatever the case may be. Sadly, however, as for the other guy who's trying to speak for everyone, as he's trying to speak for everyone, whatever he looks like, I don't know what his name is, sorry. All I know is his words are falling on deaf ears and no one is listening to him. After the Heteromorph Pig tells him what's happening here and there, he decides to stop because this is just wrong. He realized he saw a doctor and many other doctors holding hands together, or medical assistants holding hands together to not allow them to hurt the patient. As for Spinner, he ends up thinking in his mind about Shigaraki, how he has many people following him and become someone. Sadly, though, that did not become the case, and Spinner could only look on in possible sadness or disappointment in his mind, while President Mike ends up saying that Shoji's words got to them. So pretty much you're nobody right now, We have to it that that Spinner and Mike was trying to call to Kurogiri or Shirakumo, but sadly though, Spinner ends up getting damaged by President Mike's loud voice, sound wave whatsoever, and we see to it eventually that that Spinner, with the loss of his strength and willpower, ends up managing to give the hand that Tomura has with the microchip whatsoever and give it to Kurogiri, and Kurogiri awakens, but not before we get to see half of his face, seeing Shirakumo right there, And we have to Kurogiri explains that I will save Tomura Shigaraki, And things turn very worse for the heroes right now, because we have to it that Dabi's going crazy, and with Kurogiri alive, we have to it that he teleports Dabi to where Endeavor is, not to mention Himiko Toga. Let's get to the scene with Himiko Toga, okay? We have to it that the heroes are actually having the advantage against the villains on the ocean island, So whatever the case may be, Himiko Toga knows that she's already in a bad situation, but she will trust Spinner with all she's got and decides to match, and with enough tactics and with a good way to think, we have to it that she finally drinks the blood of Jin himself and manages to become twice, And eventually we have to it that she gets teleported to where Endeavor and Hawks are at, and Hawks could only be very much horrified of what's to come. All for one, either making his narration in his mind or telling Hawks what's up, saying, well, man, you are so busted now. Good job doing what you did, because sadly, though, you forgot there's one simple loophole that you forgot to bring out, And eventually, we have to it that Infinite Sandman's Parade gets played out, and we get to see Dabi and Toga in Twice's form, ready to go on a rampage once and for all, and so forth, etc. And so forth. So looks like to me the villains are starting to turn the tide around for them and getting ready to go for a Slaughterfest, because even though numbers cannot really make victory in a battle, it could always help out a lot. And infinite twices, you know? That's just one thing why Hawks really want to get rid of Jin or lock him up or kill him if the situation comes to it, because that's how deadly it is. So yeah, anyways, until then, people, I'll see you guys in the next video. So I'm out for Zero. Have a good day. I'll see you guys next time, alright? Peace out. Bye-bye. Ta-da!